I'm gonna hurt her on the radio.
George Strait, Keith Whitley, which one do you like? Ever since I joined TikTok, this has been an ongoing debate. And sometimes after reading the comments, it gets pretty heated. Everyone knows I'm a George Strait fan. He is the king. He will always be the king. I love Keith Whitley, don't get me wrong, but I don't think you can even compare these two. And I think if Keith Whitley was alive, he would even say that George Strait is the king. But I'll give you a little statistical facts. George Strait started in 1981, had his first number one in 1982. Keith Whitley started his career in 1984. 4 years later, he had his first number one. As you all know, George Strait, 60 number ones. Keith Whitley, 5. Now you say, oh, if Keith Whitley would have been alive, he would have been the king. So I'm going to compare from 1984 till Keith's death in 1989 and compare statistics between George and Keith. All right, let's start off with George Strait in the top 40. From 1984 to 89, you had George with 19 songs hit the top 40. And of the 19 made it to the top 10. Keith Whitley had 11. 8 of them went top 10. Number ones in that time span, George Strait had 15. Keith Whitley had 5. To compare these two, I just don't understand who started this, why people even compare, because they're both great. Keith's time was cut short, but if you look at the numbers, even during that time span, there's no comparison. But if you think Keith Whitley would have been king after seeing the statistics, so be it. To me, George Strait, the king, will always be the king.